What's going on, people, man? We're back here with another video, man. Today I'm showing you guys how to get that winner chicken dinner here on the PlayStation 4. It was just recently released last week, and I got some tips for you guys, 16 to be exact, how to get you a step closer to getting that winner chicken dinner. Now, I'm getting a little bit off topic here, but do anyone see anything wrong with them using winner chicken dinner? I'm black, I'm a little bit offended, but that's a topic for another video. Let's go ahead and hop straight into the tips. Tip number 1, your weapon mode. What I mean by weapon mode is you have 3 modes. You have single fire, burst, and you have full auto. If you're fighting at a long distance, I personally recommend you use single fire because it'll be less recoil. Now, like guns like the M16, which is a 3-round burst, you have a chance to put the 3-round burst or single burst. Just use single burst at a long distance. Now, if you're up close, I will use full auto. That's something I do personally recommend. Some people do not know that. It is on the left D-pad for PS4 and also for Xbox. I forgot what it was for PC because it's been a while I've been playing. But check your modes and know your battles, especially when you fighting at a distance, because you never know. Tip number 2 is attachments. What I mean by attachments is pick up attachments as you go throughout the map. Now, something what I mainly want to talk about is the scopes, the 2x, 4x, and 8x. Now, if you're going to use a sniper rifle, use a 4x to 8x scope. Not using a SCAR, obviously a 4x or a 2x, because if the zone is closer, you don't want to use no big ass scope and you aim down sights too damn far and you can't see your opponent. So make sure you pick your attachments for each gun correctly. Tip number 3, I have changing your gear. What I mean changing your gear is your helmet and your body armor. And what I mean by that is if you get into an altercation and you're fighting somebody and you somehow win, check your body armor and see if it's damaged. If it's damaged, just go ahead and take it off and replace it with somebody else's, or just find a new one. That's something that's very key to help you survive a little bit more up there in PUBG. Tip number 4 I have is coordinates, especially in team. This is what pisses me off. Kirk and fucking Juan, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you're getting in an altercation and you're sitting and say I'm fighting over here, bitch, where? I need to know the fucking, is it north, is it 230? You need to know these things, especially in duels or squads, because that's a life and death situation. Now, if you say north 250, I can look in that direction. That can help you get suppressive fire. That's something that's very important, especially in PUBG or basically any tactical shooter games. This especially in Fortnite, so it really pisses me off. People are like, oh, I'm fighting. Okay, well, bitch, where? I need to know the coordinates. Coming in at tip number 5 is pick your weapons wisely. And what I mean by that is you want to get a chance at 2 primary, and you get a chance to get a pistol or a revolver. Now, this all depends on personal preference. Me personally, I would like to go with a shotgun and a SCAR, mainly that, or at least a long distance weapon, because you never know what kind of fight you're going to get in, and you really sometimes can't predict the loot that you're going to get or to predict what type of fight you're going to end up being in because of the zone and stuff like that. So that all depends on you. It all depends on you, but personally, me, I just pick maybe a shotgun or possibly a SCAR, AKM, anything that's close range, sometimes like that. I'm a very decent, maybe like a C- sniper. I'm very inconsistent, but it all depends on you. Coming in at tip number 6 is sensitivity. Now, this once again is personal preference. I can't give you guys recommendation on sensitivity. That depends on you. That'll be a quick one. Tip number 7 I have is going prone. This is very important, especially if you have a headset and / listen to the sound, because you can hear footsteps if you have a decent headset. Go prone is when you usually are in, like, what is like 5 people left, because if you poke your head out, you're going to get your ass ran. There's no doubt about that. So going prone can save you, especially if you hear a car, any type of vehicle, go prone. I do this shit in Black Ops 4, blackout mode. I hear a sound, I hear a vehicle, I go prone, figure out where the direction's coming from, and then I make my decision from there. Coming in at tip number 8, we have know your playstyle. Now, my playstyle is completely different from some of y'all. I'm a very aggressive type, and sometimes I get my ass whooped. But my teammates sometimes save me. But know your playstyle. What I mean by that is, if you're aggressive, be aggressive. You don't want to change your playstyle. You want to be different. If you're a camper / recon with the sniper, stay back. That's your type of playstyle. Then go ahead. That's something I do personally recommend, because you never know what can happen. It's very unpredictable in this game. You may have win or may not. Coming in at number 9, I have is lean. If you guys play Rainbow Six Siege, you guys know about the leaning tactic. If you buy a door, you lean left, lean right. That could be a chance of your survival, because when I first played this shit on PS4, a bitch got me while I was leaning. While he was leaning, he got me pretty good. We both was leaning. It was luck of the draw, and the bitch got me. But lean left or right, that can also save you pretty well. Save you. I'm talking gibberish and shit. Tip number 10 I have is vehicles, gas, and shooting some tires. Now, let me start from the beginning. As far as the vehicles is concerned, know what vehicle you're gonna ride, because I ride with dumbasses that get me killed or end up flipping the fucking car over, or I get my teammates killed. Vice versa. If you're in the zone, like the zone is very small, do not drop a vehicle near the zone, because you're making yourself a target, and they'll let you know where you're at in the direction, because they can hear it with the headset. So basically, be careful when you're going to be driving these fucking vehicles, especially in the water as well. Gas. Carry some gas, because I remember my first time I played this shit on PC, the car ran out of gas, we had to walk, and we died from the fucking zone. That's just fucking tragic. My third with this one is shooting the tire. Now, if you're done with the vehicle, shoot the fucking tire, because you don't want to one driving coming from behind and getting in there, driving your car and possibly shooting you or run you over. So shoot the fucking tires off in general. Let them be fuck them over, okay? Tip number 11 I have is don't rush in alone. Do not be a hero. Do not be fucking Rambo. I have this problem, like I mentioned earlier, about knowing your playstyle. If you're especially playing squads, you're out fucking number, because you never know the situation is at hand. So I wouldn't rush in exactly unless you're fucking amazing at this game. But don't not rush in alone. At least have somebody with you. At least don't wander off alone, because you can basically get fucked over. Tip number 12 I have is pick up energy drinks, painkillers. I think that heroin, whatever it is, adrenaline rush. I don't fucking know. It's been a while since I played this game. I just started back. But pick these up. These can be lifesavers. Trust me. Pick up everything. Med kits, bandages. Pick up all of that shit. Coming in at number 13 is crossing that bridge. If you gotta know what I'm talking about, especially on the first map, the original map. Do not cross that bridge, because I remember on PC, people will wait for people to cross that bridge and toss their fucking salad. So I wouldn't recommend you guys cross that bridge. Go through the water if you have to, but if it's absolutely necessary, go ahead and cross the bridge. It's only. Coming in at tip number 14, I have look for open doors, especially when looting and driving, especially to an area that you recently passed by. People forget to close them doors, so I recommend you close them doors if you're going to be looting, because it gives the indication that, okay, the place is abandoned, people haven't looted, and they might come check it, and you might possibly get a free kill. Now, if the door's open, that's an indication that people have looted there, or you possibly still could be there, and that could be a problem. So be careful with that. Tip number 15 I have is you have to play devil's advocate with tip number 15, because you don't know the type of situation, like I mentioned before. Me personally, I recommend you get into the zone ASAP the minute it is shown, because you never know what can happen, especially if you camp. You can also win by camping, and then you might not. But what I mean by camping is you might want to wait till the zone moves in, then you probably see somebody from behind, and you basically shoot them from the back. But it can also happen to you as well. You might camp, and when the zone's moving, you try to move out. You can also get shot from the back or get shot from the front, where people be scoping, basically scouting. So it all depends on you and basically the position, the predicament that you're in. Coming in at tip number 16, and this is the last tip, okay? Using a frying pan to cover your back. Now, I don't know if they still made this a permanent thing or they took it out the game. If someone shoots you from the back and you have that on, the frying pan, you will not take damage from that. So I don't know if they fixed that or not, but just use it just to be safe. But those are my 16 tips for you guys, man. I hope you guys have a blessed day today. Follow me on Twitch and all of my social media down in the description box down below. This rambled on for a long time. I didn't think it would be this long, but I hope you guys have a blessed day. I see you later. I'm out. Peace.